Hey Sagittarius, this is Perrymore Tarot's daily reading for March 3rd, 2025. This is for Sagittarius. I've been wanting to say May all day. Last shuffle for Sagittarius. And the real reason is because I live in a region where we have a false spring, the southeast region of America. And I kid you not, it's warm outside. Flowers are blooming, all this junk. And it's like killing my allergies right now. Um, So I'm going to say May because that's spring. But however it goes, well, for America, right? Or for the region we live in. But we have consciousness of lack and the healing light here. May also be important, right? I'm seeing that Spirit is saying that you may feel like you lack a wise counsel around you that really cares about you. You may feel like you lack someone around you that isn't always talking about, you know what I mean? Like how you have people around you and all they do is talk about what's upsetting, what's disappointing about your situation or about you. And they don't really come to you to talk to you about, like, how they could help or how you come a long way. It's like someone's not giving you your flowers and for how far you've come. And they're showing that there's a lot of red flags that you got to let go of the old in order to embrace the new. Someone or people around you, like you may feel like you're the wise one. You're the one that's always trying to make people feel better about their situation. It heals you to know that you're not missing anything. You're not lacking anything, right? What you're sensing or what you're feeling or what is being conveyed to you or expressed to you is other people's insecurities. It's like they're projecting it towards you. They're showing that you are very empathetic at this time. You may be absorbing people's energy. You may be absorbing their emotions, and you may be absorbing the fact that the help that you feel you need, or the type of people you feel you need in your life, is exactly what they're missing. So they're coming towards you as this wise person. I know what I know. I know what you need to be doing, but in reality, it's you that they need. They need what you're needing. If that makes any sense, right? Like people coming towards you, you're saying, I need someone wise around me who has connections, who cares, who has knowledge that can't, that wants to teach me or show me things or connect me to the right people or the right places. But in reality, that's the emotion you're sensing from other people. You are that person. Um, they're showing angel number 444 in this, and that tells me that good things are coming for you. Like the things you were hoping for are coming towards you. You know that when 444 comes out, and especially if you're dealing with certain people, that's telling me that you know now that you were born for a higher calling, and that you've got to put your energy and all of your efforts towards your ambitions, and the universe will align itself. When 444 comes out, that's saying they're aligning to your ambitions. They're aligning itself for you to be surrounded by the right people, the right circumstances or resources to make things happen. So you really, most of this, you need to focus mostly on your ambitions. Keep that in focus. Keep that at the forefront of your mind, because you are going to start taking in other people's energy. It's really important that in order to protect yourself, because they're asking you to protect yourself, by the way that you protect yourself is to let go of old. No matter what it is, I don't care if it would just happen yesterday. Let it go and open up for the new, and release any guilt you feel, because the guilt that you feel is coming from other people's feelings. This is other people around you. You may be, as uh, energy fields around a person can span up till, I don't remember how long, so much feet. Look this up, because you may be like, I don't know why I'm feeling this way. It's your neighbor. You're just feeling it. It's coming through their house. It's coming through your walls, right? Or I'm at work. It's floors down, floors up, cubicles away. You're feeling these people. So the only way to protect yourself is to make sure you're saying, I live in the paradise of my own creation. I don't feel guilty for anything. I know I'm intelligent, and be as enthusiastic as possible. And that will protect you. The red flags would be that you feel guilty, that You're fearful of the mystery and unknown of the future, that you don't know what you really want. That is a red flag. That is not you. Especially if you're not proud of your accomplishments as you come down a long road. That is also a red flag. If you're not proud of yourself, right? Because you have the Page of Cups and the Nine of Cups. This is about being creative about your wishes, being fanciful about your wishes, right? Focusing on the hope of the next day. Like, I'm just hopeful that things are going to be better than they were yesterday. That is where you need to be. But that you're carrying on other people's feelings when you start to feel the opposite of that. Yesterday sucked and today's going to be even suckier. That's other people's emotions. A consciousness of lack is the Three of Swords, Knight of Swords, Knight of Cups, and then the Tower. So this tells me that you may feel that you're lacking any large, monumental change, right? Nothing is changing in my life right now. Spirit is showing that there is a monumental change happening, but it comes from you imagining the best, focusing on healing, speaking about how you want your life to improve. But you got to focus on the things that, if you're focusing on, you're conscious of your lacks, of the things that you're lacking, then what you must focus on is fulfilling those needs. Period. Speak about those things. I lack stability. I lack money. We're going to talk about then what I want. I want to expand financially, right? I want to be in a better place than I was yesterday. I want to be in a better place tomorrow than I am today. The healing light with the Six of Pentacles and Eight of Pentacles, what heals in this energy is that I'm doing so much in the way of mastering something or fixing my life. I'm very ambitious about this goal. And although I'm not there yet, I'm working towards it. Every day I'm building on it, right? Even if it's like if you're going to school, well, every day you're getting closer and closer to graduation. And that will heal. That's a very healing energy to be embodying or to feel spiritually. And the way to feel that spiritually is that mentally we're saying to ourselves, life is getting better. I'm getting closer and closer to paradise, the paradise of my own creation. And how will you be creating this? By imagining it and speaking it out loud. And then starting from the mind, imagining it, right? This consciousness is an awareness. While we're imagining these things in our mind, that is the first step to making it happen. Everything starts in our thoughts and our minds. Everything, right? You wake up and you say, I'm hungry. What's your next move? Find something to eat, right? That's how it's very simple. It's very simple, but it starts there. And also this starts from, they're also showing writing these things down. And I've said this, I can't remember which reading it was. I feel like it was Gemini's reading today. That happened with me. I literally was homeless at one point. And I'm sorry, my allergies are kicking my butt right now, so I apologize. It's like a big breeze of pollen just flew through the room, and I'm like, really? Open the door and everything. But however it goes, I was homeless, right? But this is about 15 years ago, and I really had no options. I was in a very desolate place, and this place, they had like donations come in, and there would be people, wealthy people, bringing in, oh, I just had all this extra abundance of these things as towels and like books, or it would be so much that it would blow your mind. I used to be like, I want to be that person that is like, well, I have like 50 tubes of toothpaste that I just had sitting around. I just wanted to give it away. I wanted to be that person. So I'm there the whole time. I'm like, man, how do I become that person that has those types of things in my life? And stayed there for, I can't remember, a few months. And I went through, they had part of being part of this program in the shelter, this place I went to, they had you take a class every, I think, Tuesday or Wednesday or whatever. And part of that class was building a vision board, writing down your goals. I was like, this is pointless. Help me for real. You know what I mean? When you're down and out, writing it down and pasting some stuff on a board is not your idea of help. But it was the most helpful thing they've ever done for me in my entire life. So I made a vision board where I was going to have my own home. I was going to go on vacations. I was going to live my life. I was going to be happy. And um, I wrote down some goals. Even though 5 years from now, I'm drawing a blank, I'm seeing black. So I was like, I'm gonna buy my first house. I'm gonna be financially independent. Before I'm 45, I would like to be out of the workforce. This, that, and the third. Just writing stuff down, right? And I just put it in a notebook. I was like, whatever. And I don't know, maybe a few months later, I was able to get my own place again. And I also wrote down some stuff like I want to be I want to be like this. I want to have these things, right? Some of these things I didn't write down though. I became an extreme couponer after that. Couponer, whatever. I became one. And then for the next like 7 years, I accumulated so much stuff that I had a warehouse basically. My attic became a place that I had shelving of. I could, man, if I showed pictures, you would be like, no way. Free. I used to actually get paid to walk out the store. And then, so I became that. I visualized it and I said that. But what I wrote down was the house. I ended up buying my first house within 3 months of building my credit, just saying I'm going to take a better look at credit. I ended up being surrounded by wealthy people at my job, and I'm asking them questions. How did you get here? Da, 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 da. So they started showing me things. Next thing I know, 3 months, I'm able to buy a house. So I'm saying to you, write down your goals. Even if you feel like you're struggling and you don't have it. Six of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles says, I'm really fighting to put in the work or put in whatever I need to get something out of it. Okay, so I'm just throwing that out here for you because I'm seeing the same energy for you. I mean, I felt like I was never going to come out of that situation. I felt like I was always going to be that person, the one in the family that's always struggling, the one that's always needing help. You're the helpful person. You may feel like you're that person now. I always need help. I'm always struggling. But you're only taking in the energy of other people at this point. I didn't realize that that's what I was doing. I ended up separating from certain people, just like certain family members. I broke away. They had way more than me all the time, but they were always in need. I was sucking in that energy. I was absorbing it like it was nothing. And as soon as they leave my life improved too. That's another thing. Loss, Queen of Pentacles and Ace of Pentacles. So they're talking about losing a reputation. You're no longer going to be that person that everyone's saying, oh, Sagittarius is just trying to get better. They're trying to get out of this messed up situation they're in. That's something that is going to be lost. But it's important that you keep in mind that even though you feel like you're lacking, Spirit wants you to be in a space where you're manifesting or you're creating your own paradise with word and vision. Written word, spoken word, vision. Okay, even if you have to see the words in your head, do it. Okay, but you got to stop feeling guilty about the fact that maybe you weren't paying attention to red flags in situations too, because they're showing in love that maybe you didn't see the red flags in a lot of the situations you were in. You got to let go of that feeling. You got to let it go, because if you don't surrender the old, new will not enter your life. And I'm seeing new here, right? If you're still in this lack, you're losing new. You're losing new lucrative opportunities and love. Fragmented energy is a Magician and Ten of Pentacles. So this fragmented energy speaks a lot to not really sure, or being all over the place, feeling like life is changing in small, imperceptible ways in all areas of your life. And it seems as though maybe we got used to a certain way of living and feeling like we were equipped to deal with what we got. You know, we get used to things, we settled for something, and then we build coping mechanisms, right? We're like, oh, I can handle that. I can handle that. I've got the wand for that situation there that doesn't have a wand. I've got a chalice over here for the situation that doesn't have a chalice, and a sword there, and a pentacle there. I've got it all, just in different places. Well, now things are going to start to settle, and then they're showing that now your reputation, the reputation is energy is here too. But now what am I good at? So they're asking you to focus on your ambitions, focus on them with everything you've got, and the universe will align itself to it. No longer are you aligning yourself to the situation, but the universe is aligning itself to you because you are the person that you're looking for. I know that makes zero sense, but they're showing a whale spirit as well, clovers. Those may mean something to you. A blue sky, azure. I can't pronounce that word to save my life, but I know that that's the color of the sky, the color that I'm seeing. Um, they're showing Year of the Dragon as well. They're showing that you also need to start growing. Excuse my nose. You need to plant some herbs. They're wanting you to start looking to plant night blooming jasmine for sensuality. I'm seeing lilies, and lilies is for like long lasting commitments because you may be in relationships or have had a string of relationships where you feel like guilty that I saw red flags and I kind of dismissed them. Roses for romance. Um, you would need, they're asking you to do this. Okay. This is usually something that would be done. You may want to plan to do this during Taurus or even Libra season, but Taurus is the best time to plant these things. But they want you to try to start thinking about doing this. Get yourself prepared for this. I'm seeing Year of the Dragon is 2024 last year, 2012, 2088, 76, 64, and 52. And uh, this would be either a year you were born or during a very important time in your life, or the years that some people around you were born, maybe a very prominent person that you are feeling like, you know what, they're impatient, they're stubborn, they're brash, they're bold. This would be someone who you start to feel, in a sense, like you're taking on their energy, okay, as well. And the opposite of that energy would be the intelligence, the enthusiasm, the glamour of living in your truth, of the paradise that you want to create. So I hope this helps. I'm leaving that with you. You could be dealing with the Scorpio and Aries. Those are the main signs. I'm seeing Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus, Cancer or Pisces, and Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So you could be a Sagittarius, Capricorn cusp, or a Scorpio, Sagittarius cusp, Capricorn, Aquarius cusp. You could be dealing with Aquarius, Pisces, Aries cusp. You could be dealing with. We see Gemini, Cancer here, or Libra, Scorpio. And if you're not dealing, or Virgo, Libra, if you're not dealing with those signs, which you don't have to be, those signs could also be in your chart. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.